Good morning, students. Sai Ram. Welcome back to our science period. Children, this session I am going to continue this chapter, that is chapter number 9, environmental management. Okay. Last session, what we discussed, children? We discussed about solid waste. What is meant by solid waste? Next one is biodegradable waste. What is meant by biodegradable waste? It is otherwise called as what? Wet garbage. Okay, it contains what? Which kind of waste? Kitchen waste. Next one is non biodegradable waste. That is, this non biodegradable waste, it is not decomposed by microbes, but biodegradable waste, it is easily decomposed by microbes. Isn't it, children? Next one is harmful effect of solid waste. Next, principles of solid waste management. So these all things we discussed already. This session I am going to teach. See here, children. Yes. Necessity of solid waste management. Why it is necessary? That solid waste management, why it's necessary, we will discuss now. See, helps to prevent. Yes, this solid waste management helps to prevent environmental pollution, isn't it, children? And to clean the surroundings. Yes, it's energy and fertilizer production. So with the help of that solid waste, if we will dispose in a proper way, we will get energy, and at the same time fertilizer production is on the rise, and via it produces more work and employment opportunities. Yes, so through that solid waste we will get energy and fertilizer. Through this, yes, which one is produced? That is more work and employment opportunities we will get. Next one is, third point is decreases the strain on natural resources via treatment of solid waste. Next one is boost the health and quality of life and maintains environmental balance. So through the solid waste management, yes, what we will get? Boost the health and quality of life and maintains environmental balance. Okay, children. Next one is, see here. It is the need of the hour to adopt solid waste management practices so as to avoid the possible problems arising due to solid waste that are produced from the urban and industrial areas, and also to maintain a clean environment. So through that solid waste management, we will maintain what? A clean environment. Okay, see, next one is, for this purpose, we should implement measures like increasing the efficiency of production processes so that minimum waste will be generated. Okay, so we will follow that thing. We will get what? That minimum waste will be generated, reducing garbage production by recycling and reuse of waste materials. So if we will use that recycling and reuse of that waste materials, what we will get? Reducing that garbage production. So through that, yes, that less amount of air pollution, water pollution and soil pollution is there, isn't it, children? Yes, shall we go to next one? Next one is the scientific and eco-friendly methods of waste management. How we got to manage these waste materials with the help of that scientific and eco-friendly method, we will see one by one. Okay, see here, children. First one is biomedical waste management. That is called what? Incineration. Incineration means completely burning. Okay, completely burning. So here biomedical waste management, that is incineration. Incineration means what I told, complete burning. That waste materials, yes, it is completely burning. Okay, next one is what? Composting. Composting, already I told, from the waste part of the plants and organic substances we will get what? Fertilizer. That is what? Fuel and fertilizers. That is what? Composting. So that from the waste materials of that plants we will get manure. It is good for that plants. That is what? Composting. Okay, third one is safe landfill site. third one is safe landfill site. Okay, so we will make a hole, and through the in that hole we have to dump that all waste materials. That is called what? Safe landfill sites. Fourth one is vermicomposting. Okay, with the help of that earthworm, that it is called what? Vermicomposting. That fuel is formed. Okay, that fertilizer, that is called what? Vermicomposting. Next one is, see here children, industrial solid waste management, that is landfill method. Next method is called what? Industrial solid waste management, that is landfill method. That already I told, we have to make a hole, and at the in that hole we have to dump that all waste materials. Okay, next one is next method is what? Pyrolysis. Pyrolysis means energy production by burning of waste at high temperature, example biogas and bioelectricity. I hope you know very well what is meant by biogas. From the waste materials that we are getting that gas, that is fuel, that is called what? Biogas. So here pyrolysis means that energy production by burning of waste at high temperature, example is biogas. Okay, so and next one is bioelectricity. Shall I go to next one now? So I hope you understood now. Yes, next one is, children, here some points I have given. If we will follow that points, we will reduce that solid waste. Okay, first one is following the 3R mantra. That is 3R mantra, that is what? Yes, reduce. That is reduce means you know, that is reducing the waste. Next one is reuse. Reuse of waste, that which waste we can reuse, that we have to think. Okay, next one is recycle. For example paper, recycling of waste. So 3R mantra, can you say once again? Reduce, reuse and recycle. We have to follow this 3 mantra, then we have to reduce the solid waste. Okay, second point is throwing plastic wrappers of chocolates, ice creams, biscuits, etc. into dustbin. So most of them we have a habit, that is we are releasing that we have to throw that all plastic wrappers to our surrounding, isn't it? This is one of the bad habit, isn't it children? So what we have to do, that throwing plastic wrappers of chocolates, ice creams, biscuits, etc. into dustbins, avoiding littering. Okay, next one is, avoiding the use of cloth plastic bags instead of using the cloth bags or bags prepared from old sarees, bed sheets, curtains, etc. I hope you will follow this one, isn't it children? Very good. Next one is using both sides of a paper for writing. So if you are using that notebook, you don't waste any page, any space you don't waste. Okay, so using both sides of a paper for writing, reusing greeting cards and gift papers. Okay, so will you follow this one? Yes, very good. Next one is avoiding use of tissue paper and preferring to use one's own handkerchief. Next one is using rechargeable batteries instead of lead batteries. Okay, so if you are using that lead batteries, after that usage, we will throw to the soil. So it is the one of the most severe problem. So instead of that lead batteries, we have to use what? Rechargeable batteries. Okay children, I hope you understood this one. Next one, so next point is implementing various programs of solid waste management and educating, encouraging the family and society in this regard. So this is the one of the important thing, that is what we have to do, implementing various programs of solid waste management. We have to implement various programs regarding with this solid waste management and educating, encouraging the family and society in this regard. Okay, so these all points you have to tell to your family members and your friends also, and one of the important thing, they have to follow this all points. Okay children, next point is avoiding use and throw type of articles like pens, canned cold drinks, and should be strictly avoided. So these things, that avoiding use and throw type of articles, that is completely we have to avoid it. Okay, so if we will follow this all things, we will reduce what? Soil, that is solid waste. Okay children, yes, will you follow this one? Very good. Next one is, So children, what we discussed today, we discussed about necessity of solid waste management, isn't it? Why it is necessary, that 4 points we studied. That 4 points you have to read from your textbook. Okay children. Next one is what we discussed. We discussed about scientific and eco-friendly waste management. In which way that solid waste management we have to do with the help of scientific and eco-friendly method, that also we discussed. Many points we discussed, isn't it children? Can you recall that points? Yes. Yes, first one is incineration, that complete burning of that waste materials at high temperature, that is called what? Incineration. Next one is what? Sand. Yes, next one is that land site, isn't it children? We have to make a hole, and in that hole we have to dump that all rubbish things, that waste things. So that is called what? Land site. Next one is what? Vermicomposting. Next one is composting, and the next one is pyrolysis. Pyrolysis means what? That all things we have to complete burning with the help of that high temperature. For example, that biogas. Biogas already you had studied from your you have to already you had studied in your 8th standard, isn't it children? So biogas. Next one is what? Yes, solid waste management. That is what? Industrial solid waste management, isn't it children? So that is what? That all points are what? Scientific and eco-friendly waste management. And today we discussed about some habit also. That habit, if we have to follow that habit, we have to reduce the solid waste. Okay, that is what? 3R mantra. 3R mantra, can you remember? So children, can you remember that habit? Which one is useful to reduce the solid waste? Yes, that we have to use that paper on both sides, isn't it? Next one is don't waste that paper. Instead of that tissue paper, we have to use what? Handkerchief. Next one is what we have to do children to reduce the solid waste? Can you say? Yes, you have to follow the 3R mantra, that is reduce, reuse and recycle. Okay. Next one is that chocolate wrappers, ice cream wrappers, this all wrappers we have to throw to the in the dustbin, isn't it children? Next one is we have to use which battery? Rechargeable batteries instead of that lead batteries. So if we will follow this all things, we have to reduce the solid waste. Okay children, I hope you will follow this thing. Yes, very good. Next one is children, disaster management. Okay, next one is, so children, next one is what is the disaster management. So what is meant by disaster and what is meant by disaster management, these all things we will discuss in next chapter, next session. Okay, so before that, just I will say some disaster that disaster name I will tell. Okay children. So normally that disaster, there are two types. It is classified into two types, that is natural disaster and man-made disaster. Natural disaster, that is what? Can you say children? Thunder, lightning, flood, fire. That means forest fire. That is what? Natural disaster. Okay. And the next one is man-made disaster, including what? Accident, bomb explosions, chemical accident in industries. Next one is what? Stampedes in mass gathering, riots and more have caused large scale damage to life and property. So that is what? That natural disaster and man-made disaster, that name of that natural disaster and yes, man-made disaster we discussed today. So next session I will teach about what is meant by disaster and what is meant by disaster management, we will see. Okay children, so I hope today's session you have understood now. Yes, thank you children. Sai Ram.